I'm back with another video, folks, and I got this in the mail today from Amazon, and yeah, I now have the Slate Wagon. This is 178, item 77307. So we now have that one. So yeah, let's get this unboxed. Oh wait, actually, who was that? Oh wait, that was for Renee's. All right, yeah, this is definitely an old package. Yeah, I know these two are discontinued. I don't have that one yet. These are discontinued now as well, 164 and 101. We have these two now. I was lucky enough to find these, and yeah, this one, and this one are the only three HO narrow gauge items of Bachmann, Thomas and Friends that are discontinued. It's only those three. This one, and this one that are discontinued for the HO narrow gauge Bachmann and Thomas and Friends. That's the only one. Those are the only three that are discontinued. So yeah, folks, that pretty much. I know I explained it before. Yeah, like since I want to complete all four of these model train scale collections of Thomas and Friends, of HO scale Bachmann, N scale Bachmann, HO narrow gauge Bachmann, and O scale Lino. Since I want to complete all four of those, that basically I want to give an update that basically N scale Bachmann is in the lead, as that pretty much all the Thomas items in Bachmann of N scale that are currently available right now for purchase. I have every single one of those items in N scale of Bachmann of Thomas and Friends that's available for purchase. And yeah, every single one that there is to offer right now that's available on like eBay, Train World, Amazon, you name it. Ones that are currently available right now for sale. I have every single one of those complete for N scale Bachmann and Thomas and Friends, and for the other ones that are coming out in the future for N scale Bachmann and Thomas and Friends, the ones that are coming out in the future, those ones don't count yet until they are available for purchase, because once those ones become available for purchase, then I will count them as they are currently available on sale once they become available for sale. And until those ones come out, they pretty much, I kind of somewhat have N scale like completed though, but I can't put the check mark fully. I cannot give a check. Yeah, I cannot give a check mark yet for N scale Bachmann, because unfortunately I cannot give a check mark yet for N scale. I cannot give a check mark yet for N scale Bachmann for Thomas and Friends, is because that the way it works is that I gotta complete all of the other items too once they become available for purchase, and once they do, then I can put the check mark at N scale Bachmann, saying that I now have all of them, and that part of that is complete until the following year or two, like others like get announced for like the next catalog book. And so yeah, that's what I mean, folks. And then HO narrow gauge of Bachmann, Thomas and Friends, that's kind of somewhat a little bit over halfway complete, so we're pretty much almost there though. And as for HO scale Bachmann and O scale Lino, those we have a while still to go. So yeah, because because O scale Lino and O scale Lino and HO scale Bachmann are like have like more to it, and they're like bigger ones, so that's why I'm saying we have a long way to go for those ones. So yeah, now that you guys know that, yeah, now that you guys know that, yeah, so we now have the 178, folks. We now have the 178. As you see, like that one, the ones that Yellow Renee's is pulling, those ones, he's pulling 101, 164, and the tan. So he's pulling those three, and now we're gonna get him to pull the 178. All right, we're gonna give him to pull 178, folks. Let's do it. And also, folks, all of those scales, all those scales that I just, yeah, all of the scales that I just mentioned of Thomas and Friends, all four of them that I want to collect and everything and all that you guys also me, because I did not have to mention this at all because you guys know this too and what I mean. What I basically, when I collect them, there's like items that are like discontinued, currently on sale and coming out in the future, which you guys already know that because I explained it in many other of my videos. And same thing for like, I'm also not gonna collect the items too that I'm not gonna recollect the items that I already pretty much have, as some of them don't count, as I either got them in a set or like on its own separately or whatever. Just like how Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle, I got the Thomas with Annie and Clarabelle set for N scale, and same thing with the Emily's Passenger set, I got an N scale. And the Percy and the Troublesome Truck set, that's what I mean though, is that since I got those three, as like, it came within the sets, there's no sense, like it does not make sense at all to like get them all separately as well. It just does not make sense though, and it's a waste of like spending money that way. So yeah, that's what I mean. Actually, let me show you guys the box really. So yeah, here it is. Yeah, the Emily's Passenger set I have, the Thomas, Andy, and Clarabelle set, and the Percy and the Troublesome Truck set I have. And that's what I mean though, like buying them separately as well does not make sense at all. Because even, is that a fly? Oh, that's a fly. All right. Yeah, there was a fly or whatever that was flying around my end scale layout. But yeah, so that's, anyways, folks. Yeah, that's what I mean though. Is yeah, if there's like an item that, if there's like items that I got when there's items that I got separately and I never knew those items came in a set, then since I already have those items separately and I didn't get the set, that I ended up getting them separately instead of in the set, then that's what I mean though, is that when I have them separately, it doesn't make sense to get them in the set as well. Just like as the opposite, like when you get the set that comes with those items and those items are also sold separately, that it doesn't make sense to get those items separately as well if you got them with the set. But that goes with like everything. So that's what I mean though, like items like that, folks, like do not count at all. Yeah, just like how I have the 3 sets for N scale with Emily's Passenger set, Thomas, Andy, and Clarabelle set, Percy and the Troublesome Truck set. Just like what I said, like since I have those in the set, since I got those with the set, it does not make sense at all. It makes absolute no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. No sense at all to get them as well, separately as well. Like getting Thomas, Annie, Clarabelle separately, getting Percy and the Troublesome Truck separately, getting Emily and her 2 coaches separately. It doesn't make sense at all to get them separately as well. It doesn't make sense at all to get them separately as well when I know that I got them in the set. So yeah, that's what I mean, folks. That's what I mean. You guys will know what I probably mean. But actually though, like I think I might have said this before, that Well, the troublesome trucks is a little bit different because I love to have extra troublesome trucks. But yeah, because now since I love them, because as I am into like HO scale the most, which is number one on my list, and then right behind it is second place, which is N scale being my second favorite. So yeah, HO scale is my first favorite, N scale is my second favorite, and O scale is my third favorite. That basically since N scale is my second favorite, because basically my first and second favorite is the most I spend time with and everything, and then my third favorite is like the least time I spend with. But I do spend time with it, but mostly like a little bit like less time. So yeah, so folks, that's why I want to get myself some extra troublesome trucks, like an extra troublesome truck 1 and 2, to make it like 4 cars and everything, because I love extra troublesome trucks in my N scale collection and my HO scale collection, for you know what I mean. And like O scale though, I don't get extras of O scale, like I said, because I do like more HO and N scale and all that. And like HO narrow gauge, obviously it's N scale, so there's no sense, like it doesn't make sense at all for me to like collect some not related Thomas items and HO narrow gauge as well. It just doesn't make sense at all when it's pretty much like the same thing, and everything is like N scale, where I can collect other not related Thomas items in N scale, which someday I'm gonna get some not related Thomas items in N scale. I don't know if I'll get as many as I have in like HO scale and all that, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna get some down the road, but just not right now though. So yeah. Alright, there was something else I was gonna say though, but I forgot though, folks, so let's just open this up anyways. Here is 178. Wait a minute. Is that? Why does that look lighter than 101 and 164? Wait a minute. What the heck? Wait, let me put this under the light. Why do I feel that's lighter? Is that a lighter gray? Wait a minute. Hold up. Huh. Wait, let me compare it to the other ones. Alright. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this one looks a little bit darker than 178. Oh yeah, no. Actually, wait. Oh yeah, no, there's a difference for sure. No, that's a difference for sure. Yeah, no, they're completely different. Oh yeah, that's what else I was gonna say, folks. Yeah, no, so I know I said something that I maybe might want to change my mind about collecting some other not related Thomas items in O scale. Of anything not related Thomas items in O scale that I'm interested in only, and not the ones that I'm not interested in. But yeah, I mean, I still could change my mind about that, but yeah, like rather I'm able to. So basically, the way I'm feeling about it is that because I still want to collect and complete the entire collections, the 4 scale collections of like Thomas and Friends, which I already said, and you guys know what I mean. That basically I know I said before, and I'll say it again, that once I have collected the entire O scale collection of Thomas and Friends, once I have once I have collected the entire O scale Lionel collection of Thomas and Friends of the items that are coming out in the future, currently on sale and discontinued. Once I collect every single one of those items of those, like I complete the entire O scale Lionel collection where I can list it off with a check mark, because once I list it off with a check mark, then I did say that I might consider myself and get some not related Thomas items of the ones that I'm interested in, because the ones that I'm not interested in, I'm not gonna collect. Only the ones that I'm interested in. So yeah, I might do that. I might reconsider, and I might get some not related Thomas items. But that's once I have the entire O scale Lionel of Thomas and Friends collection completed, where I have every single item. I can put the check mark, and I can list the check mark there for that. But if I'm able to only find the items coming out in the future, and if I only find the items coming out in the future and items that are currently on sale, and I just can't happen to find the discontinued items, then I'll just have to see about that though. And yeah, we'll just like go from there. Then if I can't find the discontinued items, and I only end up finding the ones coming out in the future, and for the ones currently on sale for old scale Lionel of Thomas and Friends, that if I only find those ones, and I just can't find that once I have all those ones completed, but I just don't have the ones discontinued completed though, because those are the harder ones to find, then maybe I will like get some not related Thomas items that I'm interested in, while I wait one day to see if I can find a discontinued item. So yeah, if I only find all the items coming out in the future and all the items currently on sale for O scale Lionel of Thomas and Friends, then maybe I'll collect some not related Thomas items of like engines, freight cars, passenger cars, or train sets, you name it. Anything not related Thomas items, I might consider to collect in the field earlier if I cannot find the discontinued items. Because basically the way I'm looking at it and the way I'm rolling with it is that once I complete all the items that are currently on sale and the items coming out in the future, like once I have every single items of those coming out in the future and currently on sale, once I have every single one completed, or I have every single one, then yes, then I will definitely start maybe getting some not related Thomas items like sooner. But I just can't put the check mark at my list for O scale Lionel yet, because I wasn't able to find the discontinued items. But yeah, so yeah, that's what I mean. And if I do end up finding the discontinued items as well, where I have the entire collection completed, then yes, then I can put the green check mark. Then I can use the green check mark, put it up for a green check mark and everything. Then I can give it a green check mark that the entire collection is complete, because not only would I find all the discontinued, not only did I find the discontinued items, or no, not only did I find the items currently on sale and items coming out in the future, that I also found the discontinued items as well. And then I can list off the green check mark and give it a green check mark saying that it's fully completed. So, and then once it's fully completed, then I will definitely 100% start getting some not related. I will 100% start getting some not related Thomas items of my choosing that I'm interested in. But time will tell and everything, because rather I only find the items currently on sale or coming out in the future, then I will definitely maybe get some not related Thomas items in O scale like earlier, once I have the items currently on sale and coming out in the future for my O scale Lionel collection. But If I end up finding the discontinued items as well, every single one of the discontinued items along with them, then that'll be a bigger help and a bigger celebration. And then that way I can give it the green check mark, and then yeah, that collection of that will be completed, and then I can collect some not related Thomas items in no scale. Yeah, but that's then though, folks, and yeah, we just gotta see what happens. Like I explained just like moments or like 10 or 20 minutes ago. So yeah. Alright, let me get the rest of this. Yeah, this is the only thing I dislike about the HO narrow gauge, folks, it's just the couplers. The couplers is the only thing I dislike about the HO narrow gauge, folks, is just the couplers. Oh, come on. There we go. I couldn't even pick this up, but I finally managed to. Okay, actually, let me put this right here. Alright. Are we ready? Let's do this. There is 178. Yeah, I think there was something else I was going to mention, folks, but I think I forgot what it was. So I'm sure it was probably going to be the same thing that was related to what I was talking about and everything. But yeah, you guys already know what I mean, though. Yeah. How does it do going up the hill? Let's see. Alright, doesn't seem to do bad going up the hill. And yeah, folks, I mean, I have explained many things with like how I want to complete all 4 collections of Thomas and Friends for like model trains in HO scale Bachmann, O scale Lionel, N scale Bachmann, and HO narrow gauge Bachmann. Yeah, that's HO scale Bachmann, N scale Bachmann, O scale Lionel, and HO narrow gauge Bachmann. Of those 4 model train scale collections of Thomas and Friends by those product factories or whatever you want to call them, or companies or whatever. All those items I want to complete all of those collections and like scales of every single items of those that are discontinued, currently on sale, and coming out in the future for all 4 of those scales by those companies. Like I've explained in many videos, and this one a lot. Yeah. Alright, I guess there's like nothing else though to talk about. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Leave a like and subscribe, folks. Peace out.